If you're struggling to solo, the fix is simpler than you think. Most players jump straight into scales, but the easiest way to create melody is actually built around the chords you already know. Today I'll show you two simple chords you already play and how to start making real music with one easy concept. Let me show you what I mean. Let's start with these simple open chords, C major and A minor. These simple chord shapes are movable all up and down the fretboard. And there is a pentatonic box that works perfectly with these chord shapes. So with the C major chord, let's play it like this, like we had our index finger right here over the nut right there. And if we took this position and slid it up, then we could find other chords with the same shape. So we're going to start with, this is the C right here, so this is our root note. So if we move to here, it's going to be D, E, F, G, and A. We're going to do the same exact thing with the A minor chord. If we played it like this, then we'd move it up the same way. This is your A note right here, so this would be A minor, B minor, C minor, D minor, E minor, F minor, and F sharp minor. So for this video, we're going to be in this shape right here, playing an A major, or we can drop down 3 frets, and we're playing an F sharp minor. So you can look at this chord shape any way you want to, but for me, I just like to look at it as this is a C shape. So breaking down the chords, so let's look at our root notes. There's our A right there, and there's our A right there. Now we could break it down into triads. We've got this right here is our A major triad, starting with the top E string on the 9th fret, B on the 10th, G on the 9th, looks like that. We can play it like this. Or we could play the B string, G string, and then the D string, D on the 11th, and just play those 3 notes. Then we drop down to the F sharp minor. There's the big chord right there. So we could play on top E, 9, B10, and G11. Or we could do this, bringing in our D on the 11th. Now let's look at this simple diagram that shows you the Pentatonic Box 4 that works perfectly over these chord shapes. So real quickly, here is your Pentatonic Box 4 that we're going to be working in today. So the A major is going to be an A major pentatonic, and the F sharp minor is going to be, of course, a minor pentatonic. Exact same notes, just different root notes and chord tones. Now I'm going to play some simple melodies over each chord, and you'll see that I'm using all 5 of the same notes. Only difference is the root note and chord tones for each chord. So let's just go back and forth between the A major and the F sharp minor and just play a few little melodies using this Pentatonic Box 4. And just remember, this whole concept is movable, so where this is your A and your F sharp minor, if you take and move it down to here, now you've got a G major and an E minor. Same idea, same box. Now let's see how all of this sounds over a backing track. I'll leave a link in the description for this track. First, before we play any notes of the scale, let's look at the chords. This is the part that is easy to miss, but once you start focusing on the chords first, then everything works better and your solos will sound more musical. So this is a very simple chord progression. It's an A major, goes down to E major, goes to F sharp minor, and then goes to D major. So let's play this same chord progression up here where our Pentatonic Box 4 is. Here's our A major. Here's a E major. Here's our F sharp minor, of course. And we can play the D right here. For this demo, I'm only playing in this one pentatonic box. However, this chord progression has the A major and F sharp minor chords, but there is also a D major and an E major chord. So as a quick note, I will be adding a couple of extra notes from the A major scale that are needed when playing over the D and the E chords. So here we go. I hope this has been really helpful for you. And like I said, this concept works using different chord shapes, and there's a pentatonic box that works perfectly over each one. If you already know all 5 of the pentatonic boxes, then you're way ahead of the game. If not, I recommend you check them out. If you are interested, I have a free PDF resource guide that you can download, and it shows all 5 pentatonic boxes as well as a lot more information that can be a great reference guide for you. If you want a copy, just put free PDF in the comments and I'll send you the link. I have another video that shows how all of this works with the G chord shape and Pentatonic Box 1. Just click the video on your screen or the one I'll link below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.